What's up, guys? Dusty Shaw, Holistic Fitness and Nutrition. Just wanted to drop a short video here real quick and weigh on the Raja Jackson. This is UFC former light heavyweight champion Rampage Jackson's son. He's in his early to mid 20s, and he was just recently in an altercation that got blown way out of proportion. Excuse her. Yeah, this thing right here, this pretty bull terrier, she's done packed on so much muscle, she's setting the seatbelt alarm off. So yeah, excuse your rudeness, lady. Anyway, you can go watch the clip. It's done went viral. But basically, Rampage's son Raja went to go watch a lower level, just regional pro wrestling event. So not like real collegiate or high school wrestling or Olympic wrestling, but like the pro wrestling, like WWE, WCW, but lower regional style. So he just went there, and because of his popularity being Rampage's son, someone took him backstage, maybe to, meet some of the athletes, if you want to call them that. And a guy named Syko Stu walks up to him, never met him before. Meanwhile, Raja doesn't look anything like a pro wrestler, all right? He's a kid dressed like he's going out, definitely not there to be part of the event. And Syko Stu walks up to him out of nowhere and goes, "Boy, you know who I am?" And Raja's like, "Nah, I don't know who you are." And he goes, "Oh, you don't know who I am? I'm Syko Stu." Grabs a beer can and smashes it right against Raja's head. Raja showed tremendous control by just looking right at him and saying, "What was that? Why did you do that?" Now, keep in mind, Raja's Rampage's son. So he's been training and wrestling his whole life. He could have smashed that dude right there on the spot, and the fact that he didn't shows that he exercised tremendous restraint and control, especially for a dude as young as him. And the fact that it was on, I think it's called Twitch or something, some live stream thing. So, a young male with high testosterone to get humiliated like that and not snap shows tremendous control and a lack of an anger problem. Syko Stu, people grabbed him and was like, "Oh, what are you doing, man? He's not a wrestler. He's not a worker. What the hell are you doing? That was like, you're way out of line." Now, to Syko Stu's credit, he says, once he realized it, he did apologize to Raja, and he was genuine. He said, "Dude, I'm really sorry. I didn't know. I thought you were working." I don't know why he thought that, but come to find out, Syko Stu is a veteran. So, and he has PTSD, diagnosed PTSD from combat. So maybe he didn't have the best judgment, and I'm sorry, but anyone that served our country in combat and has mental issues from it, I believe they should be given the utmost amount of slack and understanding as someone can, especially when he genuinely apologized and reached out and shook Raja's hand. That should have been the end of it. And the fact that Raja didn't attack him right when it happened shows that Raja had no intentions of it. So Syko Stu, I would have said, was in the wrong, but the fact that he has PTSD, I believe that his judgment was just poor, and he really did think it was part of a show. So I say he shouldn't have done what he did, but it wasn't malice. It wasn't intentional. So he's forgiven. Raja showed tremendous strength. So up in this point, he's fine. In fact, he should be given an award for his restraint. The problem comes in where some weak-ass wannabe alpha, small regional scene wrestler named, I believe, AJ with a cowboy hat, goes up to Raja and starts boosting him up, boosting his battery pack, telling him, hey man, when Syko Stu gets in that ring, you better go in there and slam him and really, really beat him and give it to him. And we all got your back. It's all part of the show. You're all good to go. It's all set up. So this guy, AJ, instigated it and set this up. And come to find out from other wrestlers, AJ didn't like Syko Stu, but he wasn't man enough to confront Stu himself. So he boosts a real man like Raja up to do his bidding, do his dirty work, and hurt Syko Stu. So a veteran, someone who served our country, got hurt. So when Raja went into the ring and picked him up and slammed him, being a wrestler, it knocked Syko Stu clean out. He was unconscious before he ever even got punched. And then Raja mounted him and started ground and pounding him. Now, he could have just given him one or two, and I would have said it would have been all fine, because Raja didn't know at that time that that guy had PTSD, and Raja was also told to do it and that it was part of the show. Well, he did hit him more times than he should have, and unfortunately, Syko Stu is in, I believe, ICU. Not only concussed, but he has some facial fractures and some broken teeth or missing teeth. So he got damaged pretty good, and he didn't deserve that. Here, so I feel bad for Syko Stu, but I equally feel bad for Raja. And I have never, being a professional fighter myself, I have never been more disgusted with the MMA community as a whole, even our society as a whole. Because every video I've watched, even UFC fighters, who are supposed to be friends of Rampage Jackson and his son, are all calling for Raja to not just get a simple assault charge, they're calling for him to get attempted murder and go to prison for 10 to 25 years. I don't think he should get a single charge or do a day in jail. I think he should pay for, actually I don't even think he should pay for it. The only person that should get in trouble is that guy AJ with the cowboy hat who instigated it. Because the fact that Raja didn't do it when the beer can was smashed over him shows that he has tremendous restraint and is a very responsible young man. This guy AJ instigated this stuff, and now Raja's going to be the fall guy. And our society is so sick that they want to take a young man who's got a big promising career in fighting, acting, whatever he wants to do, and send him to prison for 25 years over a simple fist fight that he was told to do as a part of a show. Shame on every one of these people. Brendan Schaub, all these UFC commentators. I think the only person that didn't go after him and defended him was Sean Strickland, which, go figure, Sean Strickland's the best person we have as far as commentary politics within MMA and UFC. But I'm sorry. I'm also a huge fan of Valhalla Fitness, American Thor, Nate, Green Beret. I love that dude. But he's even calling for Raja to get attempted murder and get 10 to 20 years. So Nate, if you're watching this, brother, I'm a huge fan of you. And I understand where you're coming from, because when I first started listening to your video, I had all the facts straight, except I didn't know Stu was a veteran with PTSD. Because I was a little upset when I heard you calling for this young man to get that amount of time. But then when I heard that this gentleman served our country like you did, and thank you for your service, Nate, but has PTSD, I then understood where you were coming from. And I agree with you that these young kids, man, they need to show better control. But like I said, he did show control by not snapping first when the beer can happened. It's just an unfortunate situation. But, you know, Nate, 10 to 20 years, don't you think that's a little excessive? Attempted murder? How about we meet in the middle, compromise, and just simple assault? And what really needs to happen is the only person that should really go to jail is that guy AJ. And I didn't hear you mention him, Nate. I'm sorry if I missed that. But go back and watch that, Nate. That's who caused this, not Raja. Raja wasn't going to do anything. This guy AJ instigated it. So if anyone's going to get charged and go away, it needs to be that guy AJ. But I think what we really need to focus on, instead of everyone hating Raja and wanting him to go to prison, why isn't everybody talking and getting a GoFundMe started and getting as much funds as we can for Syko Stu to help him in his recovery? That's what's wrong with our society today. Nobody cares what happened to Syko Stu. They could care less about him. Not you, Nate. I know you genuinely care as a veteran, but 99% of these people could care less whether Syko Stu lives, dies, a vegetable or not. They just want to see a young man like Raja go to prison because they're jealous that he has a bright future ahead of him. So, yeah, that's my take on it. And, yeah, Nate, I hope that, just because we got a minor disagreement here, I see where you're coming from. And, I haven't been through what you've been through in combat, so you're more qualified to have an opinion on this. But I have been to prison, and I'm going to tell you right now, I went at a very young age, and I'm going to tell you, dude, just like you can speak on war, and I just need to take it as fact, that boy don't need to go away for 20 years for this. All right? He don't deserve that. All right? If anyone needs to go away, it needs to be that guy, AJ. And what we need to focus on is not ruining another person's life, but how can we help a Syko Stu, a veteran, someone who served our country. All right, guys. And hey, guys, if you haven't checked out American Thor is the name of the channel, please go subscribe to his channel. He has amazing content. I'm a huge fan of his. I guarantee you will love his content. I watch all his videos. And to all of you in my community, all you other pro fighters that have betrayed Rampage Jackson and is going against his son, F you.